And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to His purpose. Romans 8, verse 28. God has given us a plethora of promises in the Bible. But of all the promises that He's given us, this one has to be considered one of the top 10. Think of the different categories that this covers. When we are treated unfairly, God promises to use it for good. Think about the possibilities. We get fired from our job even though we haven't done anything wrong. We get disciplined by an authority, parents, teacher, civil authority, etc., even though we were innocent. We are thrown under the bus by friends without cause. In all these circumstances, God promises that somehow, some way, He will use it for good. Here's another one. When we experience loss, God promises to use it for good. We might experience the loss of health or the loss of finances, for example, through a natural disaster, or the loss of a loved one. All these losses are painful, but God's promise is that somehow, some way, He will bring good from it. And finally, God is so gracious that He can even use our bad choices and destructive behavior for good. As we turn to Him in repentance, He not only forgives us, but He may give us opportunities for ministry that we would have never had. It's not that He wants us to make bad, destructive choices. It's just that He's so gracious that He will even use our mistakes for good. When God gives us the promise that He will use all things for good in our lives, He doesn't mean some things, and He doesn't mean most things. He means all things. Now that is an amazing promise. Press on in the Lord.